welcome to another episode of the Legacy Center of Southwest Florida podcast. I am delighted to have Miss Cleaster Mims, a legendary person in the field of working with our youth and enriching our communities. Miss Sims is here with us today to share a very special piece that is extremely relevant during these times. Cleaster Mims, welcome.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm so happy to be able to share, especially with the Jack and Jill community, a poem that I wrote recently. And the title is, "It is our DNA, not DEI." I wrote that because of the government's discussion, so much discussion about DEI, and people have tried to add to DEI, I think, Black. Yet, you can look up the term and find out that it is diversity, equality, and inclusion. And that grew out of the affirmative action, and so on and so on. But there's a tendency in language is that the meaning is not in the word. People give the meaning words themselves.
Yeah.
So at this time, people have given that word, those initials DEI, some negativity. And I thought that I would respond to it, and especially a message to the young people. So I'm going to take some time to read this for you.
Thank you.
It is our DNA, not DEI. I am a melanin child. I've been around a while. I'm not here because of DEI. I'm here because of DNA. I'm a vestige of the Ethiopian clan, a unique chromosome brand. I'm a very special breed, an intellectual and spiritual man who travel over the seas and the earth, rivers, and land. I'm not here by DEI, a coded language laced in a lie, twisting messages just to convey. I'm here by my DNA. I'm a descendant of Africans enslaved. I've walked roads that the slaves had to pave. I'm a descendant of the American braves, wiped from their land by sweeping white waves. I'm the bones, blood, and brains of my ancestral grandmoms and dads who built a nation and fought its wars for all classes, cultures, and comrades. I am the genes and genius and spirit of wise 8th grade parents who raised 8 children with grace and grit under Southern Jim Crow laws in Depression and 2 world wars. I didn't get here on DEI. I got here on DNA. So to my melanin children, when others say you arrived on DEI, always remember you arrived on DNA. If it's the policemen who take your dad to jail, and yet you and your mom barely prevail. When you graduate valedictorian and excel at Harvard or Yale, making scientific genius known while others believe it's a fairy tale, always remember to loudly say, I didn't arrive on DEI, I arrived on DNA. When you are elected as a congressman or a federal judge, a melanin doctor or astronaut, some of your peers will begrudge, and others will become totally distraught. You will face naysayers every day. Just remember to always say, I am not a DEI, I am a DNA.
That is absolutely beautiful. That is so beautiful. Miss Mims, please share with our viewers what inspired such a timely poem.
It's really just a gift from God. I would listen to what people are saying negative, and I can kind of discern the language, the meaning behind the language, and sometimes it's just the con that people use to make other people believe, and they address it, like the words barbarian or illegal alien. People come up with words and they use these words, and with those come the negativity to intimidate or to marginalize. And so that's how I saw DNA when I was listening to all of this. And I could have gone another way and just used the words and come up with another acronym, a meaning of that acronym. But God just gave me the gift of DNA because I was looking at my history, understanding my ancient history, my American history, my Western civilization, all of that. It all came together for me. And I could see myself developing in all of that. And so it was like looking in the mirror, who I am. This is where it came from. It's my ancestors, it's my strength. Because how were they able to survive the diaspora? How were they able to do all of these things, pick the cotton, pull the cane, do all the things that had to be done, and to build a nation which we are now enjoying and attempting to hold on to. You see, how did they do that? It wasn't, a DEA implies that someone gave you something. Someone else gave you something, but God gave us our DNA. And so it's on that DEA that's given us the endurance, given us the strength, given us the stamina to make this journey. That's what it's all about.
That is absolutely beautiful. And I just want all of our viewers to know, especially our young people, do not fear what God has implanted in you. Do not be discouraged when someone says, "Did you arrive by DEI?" You say, "No, it was my DNA." Thank you so much, Ms. Mims, for sharing.
Thank you.